Welcome to this week's deep dive video. This is the last deep dive from the book of James, where we went through our series called Co-Heirs of the Kingdom. And as I was preparing this last deep dive, I found myself both excited that we were wrapping up something. It always feels good to finish something, and also sad that we were ending James. And I was just kind of wrestling with this idea of what did we learn in totality from the book of James. Is there a way we could wrap that up in a deep dive? And as I was thinking about these things this week, I had a conversation with someone. I'm learning to ride a motorcycle. I've got a helmet, and one of the funny things about the helmet is it squishes my beard, and my beard ends up, instead of sitting nice and flush, it ends up pushing out to the sides, and then I get to walk around the rest of the day like a lion's mane on my face. And it's very distracting and frustrating, and I was voicing it to someone, and they said, well, it looks like it's time to shave your beard. And I laughed because there's no way that's going to happen. And I was thinking about it, and I thought, man, when we want to do something, the temptation is to often go the easy way and take a shortcut to get something done. To, in this instance, just shave my beard. And no, that's not a sin thing or anything like that, but it was the short solution to the problem. It was the easy fix, or it allowed me to do what I want to do and reduced the consequences. And I thought, James' epistle is kind of addressing this very thing. He's writing to the church that's been dispersed, the church that's undergoing persecution, and he's writing to them saying, don't give up. Don't turn away from what you were called to. Remember your royalty. He's writing to them as this older brother who's not beating them up, but he's reminding them, you're better than this. You're better than these things that are trying to pull you away. Your royalty. And he's desperate for them to have this understanding of who they are. His letter is a call for us to reject our passions and desires that pull us away from the humility that comes with serving Christ, to surrender our will to God's will. It's a call to resist temptation. James says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. It's a call to weigh our words and how we speak to one another, and to wait and pause and listen to one another. It's a call to give up our sin and selfishness and cling to the cross and to turn to the grace that we've been given. It's a call to love and pray for one another, because as we get stressed, as we get frustrated, we often get selfish and self-centered in our thinking, and he calls us to reject that. That's not what kingdom-mindedness is. That's not what a son and daughter of God is called to. It's a call for us to live as if we are sons and daughters of God. As Paul tells us in Romans chapter 8, we are co-heirs with Christ. And James calls us to live according to that calling. It's also a call to grow into this promised crown of life. James tells us in James chapter 1 that we are promised the crown of life. And James, the rest of his letter, is telling us what it's like to grow up into that crown. The crown's already been promised. The crown awaits you, but it's time for us to grow up. Our life here is growing up, preparing to wear the crown of life. I hope that you have enjoyed this letter from James in our series. I hope that you have got a lot out of it, as much as I have, and that you've been able to enjoy it and share it with others. I pray that this has been a helpful deep dive, a good recap for you, and let me know what you think. What was something that you got out of James? Maybe something I missed. Let me know in person, or let me know in the comments of this video or on Facebook. I'd love to hear what stood out to you in James' letter, something maybe from our series or something I didn't get to touch on. So I can't wait to hear from you. I hope you're having a great week, and I pray that you join us Sunday as we look at our new series, Heroes, looking at those who've gone before us, lived as an example of what it means to follow God. Have a great week.